the CEO forum. The atmosphere of business in Uganda is influenced to have education, because all these industries need an educated workforce. Educated, but I think what Musaz was saying, in addition to education, they also need skills of particular types. But with education, skills are easier to impart.
Upon the full implementation of the standard gauge railway, Uganda will be in a better position to take advantage of its advantageous location to facilitate cross-border trade, although traders are skeptical about the project's viability.
Developing the railway network is critical for Uganda's growth and development, because it is the major way of transporting cargo, especially we are talking about trade here. So to lessen the burden on our roads, we really need to invest in that area, and I can assure you that government is quite committed.
The progress of the negotiations is still questioned by the citizens, particularly if other nations are still keeping their word.
We need them to get the SGR to the border. Currently it's around Nairobi. We're having discussions. Maybe they can take it to Kisumu. Then we can use the sea or the lake to actually transport from Port Bell to Kisumu or from Bokassa to Kisumu. So we're having discussions, but we're also having discussions on financing. It's a very expensive project, as you probably know, about an estimate from Malaba to Kampala of about $2.2 billion. So that would be by far the most expensive project we have undertaken. But we do recognize the importance of railway transport.
In order to facilitate travel from Mombasa Port, His Excellency signed a 5 billion shillings agreement with a Chinese company in May last year to modernize the century-old meter gauge railway line between Malaba and Kampala. He continues by saying that the meter gauge railway is nearly complete, which will make it easy to transfer goods inside the nation.
We are actually rehabilitating the meter gauge, the old railway, to foster links to Kampala from the border, but also to the northern part of Uganda. So that is actually a work that is ongoing, and that is what we are starting with for now as we wait for the SGR, but we do recognize the importance of that. The President has talked about railways quite frequently, and negotiations are ongoing. I want you to be very, very optimistic on that.
Since the multi-billion shilling standard gauge railway line from Mombasa ends in Naivasha, products headed for Uganda from Mombasa Port are currently there by road. There are concerns that the Mombasa-Naivasha standard gauge railway line, which is reported to have costed 447 billion shillings, including finance expenses, may not be financially sustainable if it is not connected to Kampala. Kenya had abandoned plans to expand the standard gauge railway to Kisumu and then to the Ugandan border. Therefore, the most recent decision by Uganda presents a new problem for Kenya. Rona Nahabwe, Smart 24 TV, Business Today.